Very good morning to all of you. I am Manita Malik, Assistant Professor in Doon Valley Institute of Pharmacy and Medicine, Karnal. I'm going to deliver a lecture on organized and unorganized drugs. So before starting the organized and unorganized drug, you should know about what is drug. So here's the definition of the drug. Drug is any substance which is intended to be used in diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of diseases in human beings or animals. Please note down in human beings or animals. Any substance which can be used in the diagnosis of the disease, in the treatment of the disease, or in the mitigation means prevention of the diseases. And it also includes diluting agents, vehicles, flavors, colors, and many other pharmaceutical aids from animal, vegetable, or mineral origin. And in the previous lecture, I have told you about the various sources of the drug. Like we can obtain drugs from the plant source, animal source, marine source, microorganism source, etc. So you should know either a single or a various parts of the same plant can be used as a source of drug also. For example, if you are using an amla plant, amla leaves, amla fruits, roots, stems, all can be used. So it becomes necessary to know various parts of the plant scientifically. And natural drugs may either constitute cellular or acellular organ. Cellular drugs are broadly known as organized crude drugs, whereas acellular drugs are known as unorganized crude drugs. Here comes the difference between the organized and unorganized drugs. Organized crude drugs are the organs of the plants or animals. As it is named suggests that it is made up of organs, means various organs of the plant. Various of the organs of the plants means it can be a root, it can be a stem, it can be leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds, or they are made up of cells and have a definite structure. While unorganized crude drugs are derived from the parts of the plant or animals by some process of extraction and followed by purification if necessary. For example, juices, extracts, resins, and gums, etc. These are all are comes under unorganized crude drugs. Second difference is these are solid in nature. Organized crude drugs are always solid in nature, while unorganized crude drugs are solid. It can be a semi-solid or liquid in nature. Their examples are oils and balsams. Third difference is in organized drugs, we can use various types of botanical and zoological terminologies, while in unorganized crude drugs, such terminologies are inadequate to describe them. So, one has to look for their physical characters. Physical characters like solubility in the various solvents, their density, their optical rotation, refractive index, whichever is applicable to that drug. Next difference is you can identify organized crude drugs by their microscopic characters. This is an important criteria for the identification of organized crude drugs. While in unorganized crude drugs, chemical tests and their physical standards. Like in above point, we have discussed physical characters. So you can identify these drugs by their physical standards for their confirmation or for their identification. Last examples of organized crude drugs are leaves, barks, fruits, seeds, and flowers. And unorganized crude drugs examples are gums, resins, and oils. So now you have to learn some examples with their names, like from leaves, which drugs you obtain, from the flowers, from the fruits, from the seeds, roots, bark, stems, rhizomes, and wood. So here are some examples of the plants. You have to learn this. Example, first category, from the leaves. The drug name are Digitalis purpurea, Eucalyptus, Tobacco, Atropa belladonna, Hyacinthus niger. These are the plant's scientific or botanical names. For example, Digitalis purpurea. From this plant, we can obtain a drug known as digoxin, which can be used in the congestive heart failure, CHF. Next category is flower. Examples of flowers are Papaver somniferum, poppy, opium, that is Vinca rosea, rose, saffron, and clove. From Vinca rosea, we get two anti-neoplastic agents, that is vincristine and vinblastine. These drugs are extracted from the plant Vinca rosea, which has a common name Sadabahar, and used in the cancer treatment. Next example as a fruit, that is amla, fennel, coriander, ajwain, and senna pods. Senna pods are used as a laxative drug. Amla have various sources and various uses. Like amla, you can use in hair oils. This is also helpful in the as an antioxidant. Fennel as a carminative, coriander as a carminative drug, ajwain is also as a carminative drugs. Next example is seeds, Nux vomica seeds, castor oils, and isabgol. Nux vomica is also known as dog poison. Castor oil can be used as a purgative drug, helps to relieve constipation. Then comes the roots. Example of the roots plant are Ipecacuanha root, Rauwolfia serpentina, and Shatavari. Ipecacuanha root, Ipecac is a common name, and it is an emetic drug and used in accidental poisoning. Rauwolfia serpentina is known as Sarpagandha. Then Shatavari. Next example is bark. Various plant barks are used like Ashoka bark, Arjuna bark, and Cinchona bark. Cinchona bark is a plant. Cinchona is a plant from which we can get quinine and quinidine. Quinine is a anti-malarial drug. Next stems, ephedra stems, chirata stems, then rhizomes, ginger, turmeric, and then wood, sandalwood and quassia wood. So these woods, rhizomes, stems, barks, roots, seeds, fruits, these are all are the parts of the plant, or the you can say organs of the plant, and the drugs obtained from these parts, therefore known as organized drugs. Now comes to the unorganized drugs. Some examples with their classes are given as follows. First is lettuces. In lettuces, there comes the plant or drugs opium, pepine, rubber, dried juices, aloe, quinoa, dried extracts, agar, catechu, gelatin, and gums, acacia, tragacanth, guar gums, resins, oleogum resins are myrrh, asafoetida, then balsams, balsams of Cholu, balsams of Peru. Then comes the oils, fixed oils and volatile oils. Fixed oils are the castor oils, chaulmogra oil, sesame oil, and volatile oils, eucalyptus, turpentine, and peppermint. Now, first category is lettuces or latex. What is latex? These are obtained from the special secretory tissues of a certain plants, or you can say latex are produced from the certain plants which have a special secretory tissues. This is a white aqueous suspension in which microscopically small particles of oil globules are suspended in that suspension, and it may contains proteins, sugars, minerals, and alkaloidal salt in the true solution, whereas gums Starch and resins are in the suspended form in like the globules you can see. And examples of the pharmaceutical importance latexes are the opium and papain, and commercially important latexes are rubber and chicle gum. This is the figure which is showing the latex come out from the papaver somniferum, that is opium. How it comes from the incision. Incisions are made, that is cuts are made on the capsules of the opium, and a milky like fluid is oozes out or exudates from there, and this is dried and is known as latex. Next category is the dried juices. Dried juices similarly like latex, these are also obtained by the incisions on the respective part of the plant, and from there juice comes out, collected and dried. Examples are they are obtained from the fleshy leaves of aloes or from the stems of the trees quinoa. Next category is extracts. The extracts cover under crude drugs are differ from the clinical extracts. You must have read extracts in the pharmaceutics, but how pharmacognostic origin of extracts are differ from the pharmaceutical, you must know. The pharmaceutical preparations known as extracts, they are prepared by using alcoholic or hydroalcoholic solutions, and they are then adjusting the product to their standard strength. But the extracts of the pharmacognostic origin consist of extracting the parts with the water, then followed by the concentration, concentrate them. It means concentrate them means we have to reduce down their volume. Like if you have extract of 100 ml, then you have to cut down their volume by the evaporation or by using the rota vapor, and the lastly extract that you collect is known as extract. Now last volume you collect is known as extract. Examples, few of them are sodium alginate and catechu. Gelatin is the extract from the animal origin. This is a figure showing the aloe vera gel or aloe juices. Dried juices you can obtain from the leaves of aloe vera fleshy leaves. They are known as fleshy because they have a thick leaves and contains lots of pulp. Then comes the category of gums. Gums are the translucent and amorphous substances which are produced by the plants. And the most important point to remember is this, that gums are the pathological products, and they are produced when the plant is growing under unfavorable condition or when the plant is injured. So you can say they are the abnormal products of plant metabolism. When the plant is injured or they have unfavorable conditions, they produce a substance. So therefore, the substance is known as pathological. It means plants have some disease, and the process in which gums are produced is known as gummosis. Some properties of gums are they are soluble or partially soluble in water, insoluble in alcohol, and in most of the organic solvents, and they form the viscous adhesive solution with water either by swelling or by the absorption. They form a viscous adhesive means they have a sticky nature. This is the figure showing how wounding of branches and how gum exudates from their branches like this. And they are usually lever rotatory, and on hydrolysis gums yield sugars and uronic acids which form the salts with calcium and magnesium. The uronic acids are glucuronic acids, galactouronic acid or aldobanic acid. Glucuronic acid is a modification in the molecule of glucose. Like in glucose, the last group is CH2OH. This is hydroxyl group is replaced by the carboxyl group, that is COOH. And the pharmaceutical important gums are the gum acacia, gum arabica, tragacanth, gum ghati, etc. Now the mucilages. What are mucilages? These are the normal products of plant metabolism, but the gums are the abnormal products of plant metabolism, and they are produced inside the cells of the plant, and they form slimy masses with the water but do not dissolve, and they are the esters of the sulfuric acid, wherein ester group is a polysaccharide complex, means carbohydrate. And various examples are from where you can collect the mucilage are given below. First one is from the cell wall of the seed epidermis is isabgol. You must have heard the name isabgol. It is obtained from the cell wall of the seed epidermis. Epidermis means the outer layer of the seeds. Then from the endodermis, inner layer is fenugreek. Fenugreek is methi. Then from the leaf epidermis, leaves outer layer, senna. From the bark, cinnamon bark. From the special secretion cells as squale is onion. Now the last category is resins. What are resins? Here are some general characters of resins. Resins are the brittle secretions or exudations of the plant. What is exudation is? Which comes out from the plant. The secretions which comes out. They are known as exudations. They are the brittle secretions or exudation of the plant tissues produced either normally or due to the pathogenic conditions. Means favorable and unfavorable. In both the conditions, resins can be exudated from the plants. They are hard in nature, they can be solid or can be semi-solid, amorphous organic substances, and they are of complex chemical nature, and these are also the end products of plant metabolism. They are insoluble in water and pH ether and soluble in alcohol, chloroform, and other organic solvents. This is a figure showing collection and preparation of resin by the cup and the gutter method. Here is a classification of resins and resin combination. Resin combination means with the resins, oil can be combined, gums can be combined, or oil and gum both can be combined. Hence, their name can explain resins. Oleoresins means oleo, oil is with the resins. Glycoresins means glyco group is present. Gum resins, gum with the resins. Oleogum resins, volatile oils and gums and resins. And balsams mean it contains an acid of benzoic or cinnamic acids. First one is natural oleoresins. When the natural plant resins are accompanied with the volatile oils, that is oil plus resins in the homogeneous form. They are known as oleoresin. Canada balsam is one of the most important example of oleoresin. Then prepared oleoresins, they are prepared by the percolating drugs containing volatile oil and resin together. When you percolate, percolation is a method of extraction. When you percolate the drug containing volatile and resin together, you get the oleoresin. Examples are the capsicum and the ginger oleoresin. Then comes the balsams. What are balsams? These are aromatic resinous substances of plant origin containing balsamic acids. Balsamic acids are the acids of benzoic acid and cinnamic acids. Examples are balsam of Tolu and balsam of Peru. Then oleogum resins, as its name indicates, this is a combination of volatile oils, gum and resins. Sometimes they also contain enzymes, and examples of this are myrrh and asafoetida. And the resins are found in the different parts of the plant or animal, external, in the internal, on the glands and internal cavities. There are various examples of this.